Yes, guys, welcome back again to the channel. I don't know it's a girl Jamams. I we say no umpis thing. Yes, this round of games was crazy. Off the chain, I tell you. And you don't know we say no umpis thing. So never itch. Yeah. So match week 15 of 38, man. It was crazy. Not a lot of goals like last week, last round of matches, but nevertheless, wasn't a dull moment. It was off the chain as usual. English Premier League always seems to deliver. No umpis competing, straight into the thick of things, yes. Newcastle versus Burnley. Chelsea had kick off the game, kick off the round of matches against West Ham, but we soon get into that. Let's jump straight into Newcastle versus Burnley. Newcastle versus Burnley. Finally, Newcastle finally got a victory. So Newcastle playing at home. None other than Callum Wilson struck in the 40th minute to give Newcastle this victory, a one-love victory. So Newcastle managed 19 shots in this game, 4 on target, 47% possession. This was a much improved game from Newcastle. While Burnley on the other hand, 10 shots, 1 on target, measly 1 on target. That was poor from Burnley. Burnley also have 53% possession. That was poor, only 1 shot on target. I said Newcastle was up for this. 10 corners, while Burnley 3 corners. Yeah, but these two sits in the relegation zone. Nevertheless, they remain in the relegation zone. Newcastle jump off the foot of the table. They are now in 19th place from their 15th game. 15th game. They managed their first victory. They sit in 19th position. They are now equal. All 3 teams down in the relegation zone is on 10 points. So this, as I said earlier on in my previous lives, the relegation battle will be tough. Mid-table will be tough, fighting for the European places, Europa Conference League. It will be tough. Fighting for the top 4 will be tough. Fighting to be the champion of England is going to be tough as well. So straight across the board, straight down the flank, it's all gonna be tough. So Newcastle, their first victory came in the 15th game. They are now level on points with Burnley and Norwich. But from their last 5 games, they managed 3 draws, 1 victory. So in that last 5 games, only 1 defeat. They are not all wins. You wanted to see wins, but a draw, a point gain is better than 0 point. So from their last 5 games, they managed to pick up 6 points, 1 victory, 3 draw. So that's not bad. While Burnley on the other hand still have a match in hand. They played 14 games, 1 win as well. They're also on 10 points from the last 5 games. They also amassed 6 points as well. 3 draws, 1 victory, 1 loss. So, never a dull moment in the Premier League. As I said, from top to bottom, it's going to be very challenging, very competitive, and it's good for the fans. The fans will appreciate this. And yeah, as I said, my last couple of lives got messed up. Lame ass Digicel, they're paying so much money for their internet bill and they're offering you rubbish service. So, and I have to really big up back some of my subscribers. They had birthday and I was bigging up them in the last couple of lives and it was a shit storm, freezing all over the place, man. So I just want to say big up Pepper, happy belated birthday. Big up Nicholas Kid, also happy belated birthday. Big up none other than man like Dean Clark, happy belated birthday in college doing his thing. And I just want to say, keep doing it. You don't know. So whenever itch, come on, did you sell? Not tonight, man. Not tonight. So as you were saying, Digital taking the piss, man. I'm starting the rubbish again. Not tonight, man. So we're now at Southampton versus Brighton. Southampton versus Brighton. This match ending a 1-1 draw. This was last minute of the game, man. Brighton finds one back to share the spoils, but Armando Broga struck the 29th minute for Southampton. Southampton managed 14 shots, 4 on target, 44% possession, while Brighton 14 shots as well, 4 on target as well, with a little bit more possession, 56% possession. And Brighton managed 2 corners while Southampton on the other hand had 6 corners. So Brighton is in 9th place from their 15 game, 4 victories, 8 draw, 3 losses. They're on 20 points. From their last 5 game, 4 draws, 1 defeat, no victory in their last 5 game. While Southampton on the other hand is in 15th place. From their fifth, they play 15 games, 3 victory, 7 draws, 5 defeat. They sit on 16 points from their last 5 games, 2 defeat, 2 draw, 1 victory. So but as I was saying, Southampton was leading straight up into the dying moment of this game. Mope, Neil Mope struck in the 90 plus 8 minutes to break the Saints' heart, man. Can you believe that? Swear think you have gotten the victory. Straight into extra time, Neil Mope came up with the goods, giving Brighton a share of the points. So big up to Brighton for that, for battling straight to the end. Quite disappointing for Southampton. Couldn't manage to hold on to that. But that's how the Premier League is. It's very competitive, extremely competitive. What are the match that played today? Okay, for checking in. What's up? How are you doing? How are you doing, sir? Thanks for checking in. Last couple of live I've been freezing. Oh, how does it look on your end? Are you hearing me clearly? Am I freezing? But next round of match is Leeds versus Brentford. This game, 2 teams was going at it. Tyler Roberts struck in the 27th minute for Leeds. Yeah. Then Shadon Batiste struck in the 54th minute to give Brentford an equalizer, tied the game at 1-1. Then Sergei Canos struck in the 61st minute, giving Brentford a 2-1 lead. Brentford swear they managed to get this victory, but none other than Patrick Bamford coming back from injury, been out quite a while now. You could see that Leeds was not themselves without Bamford. Bamford came up with the goods, come up trumps. 90 plus 5 minute Bamford struck, finding the equalizer, giving Leeds a share of the spoils. So this was on your edge of your seat game to the man. Was a good game. Brentford versus Leeds, 2 mid-table team. It was a really good game. Leeds, 13 shots, 6 on target, 64% possession, while Brentford, 9 shots, 3 on target, 36% possession. Leeds managed 5 corner while Brentford 1 corner. So Brentford trying to stop the rot a bit after they started the Premier League so brilliantly. They are now in 12 from their 15 games played, 4 victory, 5 draw, 6 defeat. They are on 17 points. Yes, so from the last 5 games, 2 draw, 2 defeat, 1 victory. While Leeds is having a rough season, they are down in 14th place from their 15 game, 3 victory, only 3 victory. That's not good. 7 draws, 5 defeat. They are on 16 points as well. From their last 5 game now, they're trying to stop the rot, so they managed 3 draws, 1 victory, 1 defeat. So looking at it from their last 5 game, doesn't look that bad. Seems like them trying to put a run of games together. And as I said, Brentford is back from injury, so that will work in their favor. Yeah, Liverpool did well this week, yes. Putting some smile on my face. Soon jump into it, just recapping some of the lesser games. And then we jump straight into it. But on your edge of your seat this weekend, man. Liverpool left it late, but nothing like a victory. But before the Liverpool game, glad to know you're okay though, Fraggy. But before we go into the Liverpool game, you know what? We just ran through Leeds Brentford. So it's Tottenham versus Norwich, another team that sits in relegation. Norwich, to me, Norwich look like them set to be relegated. Norwich look like the only team. Norwich look like they are the only team in the relegation zone now. Look a certain relegated team. I don't know, it's something about Norwich. I just see them going down this season. I don't think them have enough to stay. But who knows? The Premier League is a weird one. You can never predict stuff. You have to wait till the 38 games them play, and then we will see the end result. But Lucas Moura get Tottenham off with a flying start, struck in the 10th minute. Nice goal, giving Tottenham the lead. Then Davidson Sanchez struck in the 67th minute. Then Son Heung-min in the 77th minute. Norwich couldn't even muster up a consolation goal in this one. Tottenham 17 shots, 7 on target, 40% possession, while Norwich 10 shots, 1 on target, 60% possession. This is surprising. Norwich had a lot of the ball but couldn't manage to do anything with it. Norwich also managed 4 corners, while Tottenham have 6 corners. So Tottenham steadily climbing up the top of the table. They have a match in hand. They only play 14 games, but from their 14 games so far, they sit in 5th position. So with their match in hand, it's a possibility they could jump into 4th place ahead of West Ham, because West Ham is on 27 points and Tottenham is on 25 points, so that don't look too bad. So from their 14 games, 8 win, 1 draw, 5 losses. They are on 25 points, as I said earlier. From the last 5 games, them seems to put in a string of positive result together. 1 draw, 3 victory, 1 defeat, so that look good for Tottenham. While Norwich on the other hand, stuck in the relegation zone, start the season there, and they are still there after 15 games. They are now rooted at the foot of the table. From their 15 games, they are on 10 points, with alongside Burnley and Newcastle. All of them are on 10 points. But Burnley is the only team that have a game in hand down in the relegation zone. But Norwich from their 15 game, 2 victory, 4 draws, 9 defeat, 10 points as I said. From the last 5 games, 2 draws, 2 victory, 1 loss. But Tottenham seems to be stepping up their game, looking a bit better for them. New coach seems to be steadying the ship. Yeah, new coach seems to be steadying the ship for Tottenham, so that's a good look for them. That's a good look for Tottenham. But one match in this round I haven't played. It will play tomorrow at 3 p.m. Everton versus Arsenal, and this is a important game for both teams. Everton more so, they need to stop the rot because it's been a while since they get a victory. So they need the points as well as Arsenal need the points if they want to challenge for 4th place. They have to be able to win these games. They blundered in the previous one against Manchester United. More individual error costing them that game as well. So playing a mediocre Manchester United side are expecting more from this Arsenal team. They did deliver on the day. So, as I said, it's a bit challenging. Arsenal gauging themselves, trying to see where they are. If they're better than eighth place, because last two seasons they managed just eighth place out of the Conference League, out of the Europa League, out of the Champions League. So it's a challenge for them to make the top four to make Champions League for next season. I don't know if they have the ability to do it, because they seems to making a lot of individual errors. As I said, playing this poor Manchester United side, this was a match to fight for that fourth place. They didn't do it. They blunder in that game now. They're coming up against Everton tomorrow. Don't know which Arsenal will turn up. But for me, Aubameyang is woeful. Not looking pretty for him. Yeah, but don't want to stray too much. Now at Leicester City versus Aston Villa. Man like Steve Gerrard find another winner. Yeah, man like Steven Gerrard finding another winner, and it's looking good for him after Leicester. Harvey Barnes opening the scoring in the 14th minute. Someone you'd have think Aston Villa of all would have maybe fall in this game. I see they're coming back from behind, winning game from losing position. So that's a good look for Aston Villa. Normally Aston Villa go one down, they would have collapsed, concede 2-3. But no, not this Aston Villa team. Gerrard seems to be steadying the ship. Gerrard seems to lifting them their spirits. They're looking much better. As I said, Harvey Barnes chuck in the 4th minute, giving Leicester City the lead. I thought they would have gone to win this one. But no, Ezri Konsa, wow, finding the double. Struck in the 17th minute, cancelling out Harvey Barnes' goal in the 14th minute. Yes, then he managed to find the winner in the 54th minute. They also scored a goal and it was ruled out by VAR. I don't know, not so soon go deep into that, but Aston Villa 13 shots, 4 on target, 41% possession, while Leicester City 12 shots, 5 on target, 59% possession. Leicester managed 6 corners, while Aston Villa 3 corners. Aston Villa seems to creeping up the table. They are now in 10th place in the top half of the table, so that's a good look for them. From their 15 game, 6 victories, 1 draw, 8 defeats. They are on 19 points. From the last 5 games, they managed 3 victory, 2 defeat. Before that, they have gone on 5 runner games without a victory. So Gerrard is trying to stop the slide. Not doing too bad. Only lost to Manchester City from him came in. This is 4th game now. So this is us. This is Gerrard 4th game running. He only managed to lose against Man City, the champions. So that's not bad. But Leicester City 1 point below one, also on 19 points. They are in 11th place as well from their 15 game, 5 wins, 4 defeats, 6 draws. As I said, also on 19 points from their last 5 game, 2 draws, 1 win, 2 defeats. So Leicester is having a mixed season so far. Poorly from their standard, poorly from what they achieved from the last 2 seasons ago. Not looking good for Leicester. But as I said, Gerrard seems to doing the business at Aston Villa. Seems to be working early stage yet. But it's a good look. Look good for Gerrard. From his 4th game, 3 victory. Only managed to lose to the champion. So that's a good look. Not seeing the man in on the live go on. Man, them just a lame up the live. So next up is Manchester United versus Crystal Palace. This was a well hard fought 1-0 victory on the part of Manchester United. So it's a good look. A step in the right direction, managed to stop in the rut as well. From their last 3 games, they haven't lost. So that's a good look for them. Man like Fred, who I bash regularly, not good enough for me. He come up chumps with the winner, scoring a beauty in the 77th minute. Yeah, get a similar chance like this against Chelsea, and he fluffs his line. But nevertheless, he delivered the goods today, giving Manchester United this victory after they came out the blocks firing, running. The first 50 minutes they were in Crystal Palace's face, pushing them back, forcing errors, looking good like they would have scored an early goal. Didn't manage to get that early goal. Come again in the second half, and Fred, after a little 1-2, found the back of the net. So big up to Fred and Manchester United. Not one of my favorite players, but when a player do well, I will hold up my hand. So Manchester United 16 shots, 3 on target, 62% possession, having a lot more possession now. So that's a good look. Not sure if it's because they're playing a Crystal Palace team that doesn't really use the ball well. They manage to play deep, play on the counter. So I don't know, but that's a good sign for Manchester United. More possession, and Crystal Palace 8 shots, 2 on target, 38% possession. 6 corners. They get a lot of corners though, but they didn't do anything with it. While Manchester United have 9 corners. So Manchester United is in sixth place from their 15 games, 7 wins, 3 draw, 5 defeat. They're on 24 points, one less than Tottenham, who have a game in hand. From their last 5 games, they managed to settle down now, stop the rut, as I said. After their 2 defeat, they came up with a draw. Now they have back-to-back victory. So that's a good look for Manchester United and their fans. Get a ease off the painkiller and the migraine. So I guess that's a good look for them. While Crystal Palace on the other hand, not doing too badly, but seems to came a little short, came up stuck in a couple of games running now. They are in 13th place from their 15 game, 3 victories, 7 draws, 5 losses, 16 points from the last 5 game after they managed to get a victory, 1 draw, then 3 straight defeats. So Patrick Vieira needs to find solution. This doesn't look good because right now 1, 2, 3 side sits on 16 points in those three. Then Everton sits on 15 points. Everton have a game in hand. Everton should win. They move above them. So Crystal Palace have work to do, like all the other teams in the league as well. But as I said, whether it won't be at the foot of the table in fighting for that top spot, league is what it is, and it's always exciting. So fans are in for a treat. Fans are in for a treat. So we're now at West Ham versus Chelsea, the London Derby. Yes, and this was an eye opener. Yes, Chelsea managed lead Thiago Silva in the 28th minute. Then Manuel Lanzini scoring a penalty, clawing them back, finding the equalizer in the 48th minute from the penalty spot. Then Mason Mount in the 44th minute, putting them up 2-1. Then Gerard Bowen struck in the 56th minute to this game was crazy, man. Gerard Bowen struck in the 56th minute, making it 2-all. Then Arthur Muzawaku struck in the 87th minute. This was more like a cross than a shot. This was a huge blunder on the part of Mendy. And this is weird, man. Well, let me run through the thing first before I get into that. As West Ham, 11 shots, 5 on target, 36% possession. West Ham is also a team that doesn't need a lot of possession to do well. They played behind the ball, play on the break, fast players breaking. So 36% possession, and they still managed to get this victory. While Chelsea, 19 shots, 7 on target, 64% possession. Chelsea managed a lot of shots in this game. 9 corners, wasn't clinical, I guess, in this one. While West Ham, 1 corners. Yes, so West Ham is still in fourth place from their 15 games, 8 wins, 3 draw, 4 losses. They're on 27 points. So from the last 5 games, West Ham 2 defeat, 2 victory, 1 draw. While Chelsea on the other hand seems to be bucking their toe, seems to be blundering of late, seems to looking not so organized anymore like how they start in the early part of the season. They came into this weekend as the leaders. They finished the weekend. Listen, Chelsea came into the weekend in the early morning as league leaders. Then in the middle of the day, Liverpool move up to league leaders. Then the weekend ends with City. It's just a crazy day, man. Yesterday was a crazy day. As I said, Chelsea started the day as a leader. Then Liverpool went take over the leadership. Then the day finished with Manchester City as the leader. It's a good look. I like it. I like how the Premier League is getting competitive, extremely competitive. Teams is going to drop points, and all the team that was so flawless, for example, Chelsea looking a bit shaky right now after they picking up a couple of injuries. Mendy looking a bit shaky right now. So from their 15 games, 10 wins, 3 draws, 2 losses. So they manage 3 draws now, 2 losses. So they seems to running down the draws from Liverpool. We had so many draws earlier on. They're catching us up now. So 2 defeats. So they're on 33 points. From the last 5 games, them seems to be blundering a lot. 2 draws, 1 defeat, 2 victories. So from the last 5 games, they managed to pick up 6, 7, 8 points out of a possible 15. So that's not a good look. So, but as I said, that's how the Premier League is. It's going to go like this back and forth, and that is what the fans them want. Yeah, make it a lot more exciting. When it happens like this, it's a lot more exciting, and I'm all. But next up was Manchester City versus Watford. Watford, no one expected Watford to get anything from this game, but I like how Watford seems to look from Ranieri take them over. Came into it a bit early against Liverpool. They got smashed. Then they went and do some smashing of their own. Then they were brought back to reality. But they seems to be putting in performances, looking much better. But as I said, no one look at them to get anything from that game, and they managed to get a consolation goal in this one. So I have to say big up to Watford for getting this consolation goal. Not a lot of teams score on City. So when you play these teams as a lesser team and get even a consolation, that's a positive that you can bring forward to another game. So big up to Watford, big up to Hernandez, yeah. But before we get to Hernandez, Raheem Sterling opening the scoring in the 4th minute. Then none other than Bernardo Silva seems to be having a form of his life. in the City team. This season seems to be a season. Last season it was Gundogan coming up with these goals from midfield, coming up clutch. Now it's Bernardo Silva struck in the 31st minute and the 63rd minute to put Manchester City 3-love up. Then, as I said, Hernandez struck for Watford in the 74th minute. But Manchester City, 26 shots, that was huge. 13 shots on target, that was also huge. Shots flying left, right, and center, and Watford goalkeeper. And possession, 78% possession, while Watford, 11 shots, 4 on target, 22% possession. They didn't really really think they would have picked up a lot of possession against the City team. The City team is a football playing team. This City team managed 11 corners. That is huge. It seems to have a good game. While Watford, 5 corners. So, as I said, Chelsea started the day as the league leaders. Liverpool take over the lead. Then the day ends with Manchester City in the lead. Manchester City now the league leaders, the champions, as what I said, return back to his thrones from their 15 game, 11 wins, 2 draw, 2 losses. They're on 35 points from the last 5 games. They have been perfect from the last 5 games. 15 out of a possible 15. So that's a good look for them. Go on, I see somebody on the live, laying up the thing again, man. YouTube not sending out my notification or what. But nevertheless, we're going to jump it up, get through the stuff them as usual. Whoever watching it on the run, guys, just like, share, leave a comment. Tell a friend to tell a friend so we can get the thing up and running. But final match of the round, Liverpool versus Wolves. Divock Origi, the legend. Liverpool playing away to Wolves. Wolves was playing defensively. They had their tactics, they had their game plan, and they stuck to it. Fought hard to maintain that game plan. Only managed 3 shots, 1 on target, 32% possession. Didn't care about that. Didn't care about the stats in this game. Only stats they care about is the ball hitting the back of the net. They had a game plan in this game. They were doing it wonderfully until none other than the legend Divock Origi came up trumps. Clutch moment. He's always known for clutch moment at Liverpool. Divock Origi is a clutch player for Liverpool. Divock Origi is a player that is not going to score a lot of goals, score 20 goals, not going to give you 20 goals a season, but he's a clutch player. When you need him, he'll be there. Coming up trumps again. Liverpool needed this victory after Chelsea had blundered earlier in the earlier fixtures. We couldn't manage to drop points in this one. And so, none other than our super sub, Divock Origi, the legend, came up chumps in the 94th minute, man. It was a beauty. But Liverpool, 17 shots, 5 on target. The on target 5 for me was a bit poor. Possession, 68% possession. Liverpool managed 8 corners, while Wolves 2 corners. Wolves haven't conceded a goal in about 3 in a while. Wolves hasn't conceded a goal, so this game was a hard fought game. This was for Liverpool. But he got a lot of chances. Jota should have put this one to rest, man, to bed already. Jota got a clear cut one. Seems to me like one of the misses of the season. Sadio Mane also got one. I don't know. The keeper was on point in this one. While Origi also got one before he scored this. Did compose himself, rush it a bit, then him slip in the process. So this game, but this remind me of the Liverpool of old. This remind me of the mentality monster that Jurgen Klopp talk about. This performance remind me of when Jurgen Klopp say, I want to be the team that no one wants to play. I want to be the team that beats the best team. That was Liverpool today. They keep going at it, confident in themselves that they will find it. And listen, man like Virgil van Dijk with that long pass, it was brilliant, man. That quarterback role where Virgil do so well for Liverpool. That play is a crucial play in Liverpool Arsenal. Whenever we want to get a goal, whenever we want to break forward, that quarterback play, that Virgil van Dijk stroking that long pass into the path of the Egyptian king. The first touch was exquisite. That first touch allow him to dismiss the defender. That first touch was brilliant. All the young footballers coming up watching Mohamed Salah. Look at that. Him just control the ball, not dead. You just make it run into the space. The next touch decide the game. Yeah, and as I said, brilliant from Virgil van Dijk, brilliant from Mohamed Salah. After him push it into his path, run onto it, did a panic, did it take it early. By this time, also big up to Divock Origi, didn't panic. Ball was a bit behind him, control it nevertheless, swivel on it. Seems to be practicing this swiveling. Score one against West Ham, swivel on it and score. Score another now against Wolves. Coming up with clutch moments. Liverpool couldn't manage to drop points in this game after. Liverpool couldn't manage to drop points in this game after Chelsea had dropped points earlier. We couldn't afford to drop points in this one. So it's a good look. I was happy to see. I was happy to see Origi composes himself, and find the winner. Yeah, swivel straight to Cody legs. Keeper couldn't stop it. And as I said, Origi, it's not a player that going to score 20 goals a season, but big goals. That's what Origi scored. And I think Klopp needs to give him more playing time. Some of the time I'm watching the game and we're running away with it 4 or 5 and Klopp not making any changes. Why I'm not giving Origi and Minamino more minutes? 20 to 25 minutes. Give them a chance to come on the field and do their stuff. But as I said, the legend, Origi, the legend, coming up chumps, coming up with big goal. Do it again. Yeah. And as I said, this Liverpool team now remind me of the Liverpool team of old when we were firing on all cylinders. Yeah, when we as the boss said, mentality monster. We don't care if it's 90 minutes. We're coming up chumps. And that's what Origi did. Origi. And it's funny, what when they asked Origi, what club said to you when you were going onto the field? Origi said, Jurgen Klopp just say, go on and be Origi. Go and do what Origi do. Go and do Origi stuff. Go on and just be yourself. And Origi did that. He did just that. Confident his manager having him. Even though he's not playing him, he know Origi is a good player. He's a quality player. It's just hard to get into this Liverpool team. But I, as a Liverpool fan, sometimes I get angry when Klopp don't bring on him and Minamino. Sometimes he's a bit stubborn with his changes, and I don't like that. As I said, sometimes we're winning 5 and 4s and 3s. Give a man a game, man. Give a man a run out. I feel big up Origi, the legend, man. Did the business on the day. Couldn't manage to drop points after Chelsea had dropped points. But big up to City. They're silently, quietly doing their thing. Now they're at the top of the table. This Christmas season is going to be epic. I know players, I know rival fans hoping for a downfall. We started off well last season and everything unraveled in January. We were at sixes and sevens in January, and no rival fan hoping for that this time around as well. Hoping when the African Nation Cup come around, we will be at sixes and sevens. But I don't think that's going to happen. I am confident in this Liverpool team. I am confident in my coach to find solutions. And he's well aware of what he have to do. In January, he's well aware that he may lose Salah or Sadio. But I hope we get to play Chelsea with these players before they left go off to African Nation Cup. I hope we get to play against Chelsea with our best 11. Yeah, but it's funny. Chelsea having a little injuries now and they're dipping. When we were having our injuries last season, nobody cares. So I don't want nobody make no excuse. I said that long before now on my live when other teams start having these injuries, losing main players. I don't want nobody come make no excuses because we could have made no excuses last season. And in the end, I think we did brilliantly to came third. So, as I said, as the captain said, Origi the legend delivering coming up chumps. So we're showing that we can win all different types of game, Liverpool. We can smash them and we can grind them out. And that's what we did today. And this is the performance of champion. So it's a good look for Liverpool. Big up man like Divock coming on, was ready when the coach needed him, came up chumps. And as I said, what Klopp said, go and be Divock. Go and do your stuff. You must feel confident coming on when your coach giving you those instructions. So he was composed when the ball came to him, swiveled on it, struck it sweetly, hit the net, and the rest is history, man. Yeah, but guys, if you're watching back this on the live, guys, just tell a friend to tell a friend, guys. Help me get the thing going, man. Share, like, subscribe, guys. Keep your notification on. As I said, having some internet issues in the last couple of games. Tonight is a little bit better. I hope when I watch it over, I'm not saying otherwise. Yeah, big up to man like Divock. So let me run into the next one of games coming. So match day 17 of 38 is Brentford coming up against Manchester United. Norwich City coming up against Aston Villa. Brighton coming up against Wolves. Manchester City coming up against Leeds. Crystal Palace coming up against Southampton. Burnley coming up against Watford. This is a huge game for Burnley. Both team is in and around the relegation zone. Leicester coming up against Tottenham. Arsenal coming up against West Ham. So that's another, pardon me, that's another London derby clash. So West Ham coming up against Arsenal, then Chelsea against Everton, and Liverpool versus Newcastle. Liverpool playing at home. Need these 3 points to follow. Yes, so these games will be playing Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Liverpool will be playing on Thursday, as well as Chelsea and Everton. Man City playing on Tuesday against Leeds. Hope Leeds can do something. So that's the run of games for Tuesday to Thursday. Then on the goal starts Mohamed Salah still at sits top of the standing on 13 goals. Jamie Vardy in second on 9. Diego Jota should have equalized at 9. blunder, get a sitter, didn't do anything with it. He's on 8. Bernardo Silva doing the business for the citizens. He's on 7, along with Sadio Mane on 7. And Mohamed Salah is also leading the assist charts. He's on 9. Pogba on 7. Trent on 7. Gabriel Jesus on 6. Bonaventure from Watford on 5. And Kovacic on 5 as well. So that's that. So it's a good look for the Premier League. Like it, like the excitement, like the legend come up trumps today, and it's a good look. Origi seems to scoring, no stranger to scoring important goal for Liverpool. Origi is no stranger to scoring important goals for Liverpool, and he did just that in this run of fixtures, and easing the pressure, feeling good, looking good. Yeah, I'm liking it, man. So as I said, this shows that we can smash 4-5, and we also can win a one-off victory. This was a good game for Liverpool, and from there they sit in second position. So this round of matches they move from third to second, so that's a good look. 10 from their 15 games, 10 victory, 4 draw, 1 loss so far. They're on 34 points, 1 adrift of Manchester City, while 1 above Chelsea. From their last 5 games, 4 victory, 1 defeat. So 3 fours, 12, 12 points from a possible 15. So only team to better that is Manchester City. Perfect in their last 5 games. So that's a good run for Liverpool. So guys, if it's back, guys, just like the video, share the video, guys, leave a comment, keep your notification on, guys. Don't just watch. Tell a friend to tell a friend, guys. I really need the strength. You don't know. Mentality Monster is back. Origi the legend is back. Has no problem with coming off the bench, just want his share of the minutes. And he showed that over the weekend yet again that he can do the business coming off the bench. So big up man like Origi. And as I said, big up Pepper, happy belated birthday. Big up Nicholas Kidd, happy belated birthday. Big up man like Dean Clark, happy belated birthday. Doing the business, just stay focused. Guys, you don't know it's a girl. Yeah? And I want to say thanks to the people them for checking in on the live. Tell a friend to tell a friend, as I always says. Like, share, subscribe, as you can see down in the screen. Follow me on Instagram as well, Jamam Sports Channel, same. So, you don't know, we say no the thing. And the mentality monster is definitely back. Definitely back. Liverpool, this title challenge look nice. It look interesting. And it look like Liverpool is back. The mentality monster look like they are back. And you don't know it's a girl Jamams. And we say no umpis competing. You don't know.